This is one of those cards which, when it appears in a reading, you can take a sharp intake of breath and think, how am I going to explain this if you are reading professionally? It is the cards like this that are a little challenging. 8 of Cups, and they're piled up as a 5 and a 3, which isn't very pleasing, is it? You would normally divide 8 into 2 fours. The moon there in the background is representing the moon in all her 4 phases. Mountains in the background, and there he is. There is the character in the card, heading off into the mountains. There isn't even a path, and he's heading off, turning his back on Cups, which of course we know are energy, love. There are no other people here. Saying to someone who is possibly having a very difficult time at the moment, you're turning your back on the people who care about you, which is the face meaning of this card, isn't particularly helpful, is it? But try and turn that into a positive of there are people who care about you. You know, there are people who picked up the phone. You know, there are people who would be prepared to be supportive to you. Perhaps that's a more positive way of phrasing it, but be a little bit careful about kind of sounding critical, because a lot of people come for a tarot reading when they're having a very difficult time, and they are looking for something positive. So we always find something positive. You're very independent, aren't you? You're a very strong character. You're very independent, and you find it very difficult to ask for support from people around you. You're the person that gives, not the person that receives. And this is the time in your life to actually contact people and ask for that little bit of nurturing that, of course, we all need at some times in our lives, don't we? This is the time to accept back some of that energy that you have given to other people. Yeah, this often goes to someone who's perhaps in the middle of a difficult relationship breakup and don't quite know how to sit down and how to sort of sit down with a friend over a cup of coffee or whatever and kind of say, maybe that's another meaning for the Suit of Cups nowadays, is a cup of coffee, but it doesn't quite know. To some people, I think it comes quite naturally to kind of pour your heart out, but other people can be actually a bit 4 of coins and a bit more reticent about sharing their kind of inner feelings. But there does come a point in life where we all need to do this, don't we? Don't we? I think so. I hope you have lots of caring people in your life who are supportive. I'm sure you do. Peace and light to you all. The light in this card is moonlight. And the moon is light in darkness. No matter what happens to you in your life, no matter how dark your days become, I hope there will always be light in your life. Blessings to you all.